Thank you. First of all, I would like to show you a little bit of Brazilian context of income. So people tell that we are the ninth largest economy now, but our human development index is very low. We are the ninth country in human development index, which means we are not a very giving cultural country. And so that you know a little bit about the inequality of income in Brazil, 6% richest men in Brazil owns 50% of our total income in the country. So it's pretty inequality. So this is our map. Which one is the pointer? So this is our map, and I live here in São Paulo, and this is where the Amazon is. So the population is almost all over the shore. We have our capital, Brasilia, in here. And in Brazil, 10% of our cities already, cancer is the first cause of death. So ABRALE is the Brazilian Cancer and Blood Cancer Society, and we work to foment and to offer support so everybody with blood cancer can have the best treatment. So I'm here to share with you 3 cases we had also. Lorna asked me to bring you some easy to do cases. Some of them are easy to do, others we need a little bit of digital help. So as Prue said, and I forgot her name, the lady. Oh, I'm sorry. Said you can find help with volunteers or other companies that can help you with something you don't know much about. So this case is called I Bid It. In Portuguese, in Brazil, we used to have lots of English expressions. So this was just a group of 15 cyclists that went to run the Haute Route. Is that right? Haute Route? It's a 7-day bike challenge in Europe, a race. And our strategy was to engage the athletes so they can engage their personal network of friends. It was just a 3-month campaign. And they wrote a personal page and storytelling of each cyclist because they wanted to engage their friends, and the goal was to raise like $15,000, and we actually invested only $1,000, and what the message was, cyclists and patients have big challenges ahead, and together we can say I bid it. So they would bid it, the race, and the patients would bid their diseases or treatments. So the inspiration was Cycle for the Cause, which is a race in United States. It's a race from Boston to New York. And we decided to do something like this also in our organization. And the message was the victory of these challenges, this challenge relies on you. So we had these two patients that were with the cyclists in a footing photograph shooting in Brazil also, so they could connect. And we did like this team of patients and team of athletes and related one athlete to one patient. So you can see here the patients with, oops, with an athlete. And here we have the funding goal of each athlete and the practice goal as well. We wanted to do something like, if you race 100 kilometers, you can raise 100 dollars, but it was too difficult to put this on, so we decided to set a limit of fundraising. And then after we did it like over goal setting also, and it was very personalized. This was something very interesting, because when you put their personal bio and in storytelling, they connect more with the campaign. So, and in their web pages, we set why the cyclist wanted to be part of the campaign, and they said why we should, as general people, should contribute to the campaign. And we also built this donation thermometer, so each time he got a new donation, the thermometer would raise. We made a video engagement campaign also that could be shared through WhatsApp and in their Facebook page. And we did some visual arts in social media and engagement. And we had in our team one person that was always talking to the cyclists, so engaging them continuously to talk with their networks. So we did a lot of different ads for social media. And then we did this acknowledgements, and a new word that I just heard today, something like this. We did this certificate for each one of the cyclists, and we did this podium also, because they are very competitive, so we wanted to bring this competition inside the campaign as well. And this lady, she was the one that won, not Alami. She won, and she won the haute route too. So, and she told us later that she was motivated by the campaign also to go to another mile and to be more to be best in the race. And she felt very motivated and engaged by the campaign as well. So with the results, we had 175 donations and $21,000 raised. And the goal of this campaign was to benefit children in this program we have for children called Projeto Dodói. And we saw that our return of investment was pretty big, because we invested very low in our campaign. So it was a very successful case. It's easy to implement, but you need a lot of engagement of your staff to do that, because they need to be always communicating with the cyclists or the team that's going to engage other donors. So the second case I would like to, Does anybody have any questions on that? If so, I'll be glad to answer. The second case is, we call it Eat Brand Giveaway. Eat Brand is, they became, started as blogger, then they became brands curator, and they decided to do this, I don't know if the word is bazaar, but it's when you have second-hand clothes, you can sell the second-hand clothes. And we partnered with other 5 institutions, so not all of them are from the health, but and we partnered with them, so we made this event with them. This is the third edition, and our investment was for the whole, not just ABRALE, but for all of the event was $3,000, and our goal was to each one of the organizations was to get $25,000, and it was a one-day event, but we had to plan and to work with a team of each organization 3 months prior to the day of the event. And 100% of our job was to, with social media and volunteer engagement. So these are some of the ads we put on our social medias. This is for donation for clothes or for art items for bidding. This was social media for a volunteer, and this is just a media ad for people to come to the event. And we had also training sessions because with those conferences, many people came to watch, and it was very low ticket price, but it was very helpful for our income as well. And all the trending sessions were about the new economy, upcycling, and trends of new ways of giving. And we had this amazing team of volunteers from all of the organizations that were working for free during the whole day, and the triage and pricing works too. And the results were, we had 1,500 items sold, 375 tickets sold. The total revenue was $34K, but we had this cost, so the result was $30K for the whole program, and each of the organizations got $5K. So for one day, because the 3 months prior to the event, you don't have to be all of the days working on that event, but it was very good for be with other initiatives and know their struggles as well, so we can be more collaborative with one another. And this third case is an initiative that we had like 4 to 5 years ago. We went to actually to the president of Brazil, and to talk to them that we needed some support from the government to help health programs to be part of private companies' initiatives, and they could give us some fiscal waiver. I don't know if it's the right, but the government would be willing to give money from the income revenue that they would get. And we did this law, helped to do this law to this program of oncology, because when we decided to go to the ministry, I'm sorry, for the presidency, a group of medics and physicians wanted to do this for oncology. So the president and the staff decided to do this program related to oncology programs. So now we have this Pronom, which is this program, and they have 3 areas of interest: medical assistance, HCP education, and clinical and epidemiologic research. And in the first year, it raised 100 million reais, which is approximately $25 million in the first year and they had 59 programs submitted and approved. I mean, not submitted, approved. And we did this HCP online education that I showed you before in the Lymphoma Coalition Global Summit, I believe, last year. And it's a pretty successful one. We are educating HCPs all over the country, and this is a little bit of figures about the program, but the interesting part is that we could raise money from other companies. There are non-pharma companies. All of those initiatives are non-pharma initiatives, okay? So we got funding from IBM Global, which is the local network TV and media company, and Telefonica, which is also the telecommunications company. And we raised $500,000 to this program. And we are in the next phase of this program, raising more $500,000, because it's a very expensive program to be maintaining. So what key learnings that I would like to bring to you that we've learned from those initiatives? We need to build strong relationships, and as my friends told before, we need always to remember to thank them. We need to think big and dare to open to new ideas and new formats. And I believe what you said is perfect, because we need to mix different initiatives, and some of them could not be so successful, but the other ones would be, so it's very good to mix. We have these great success partnerships with these other organizations and causes, not just blood cancer or cancer causes. We do invest in brand awareness because we believe that if we have a strong brand, people will think and see how credible we are. We do have mixed sources, but still we are 60% dependent on pharma. It's very strategic for us to be not so dependent, but we still believe that pharma is our main donor. We try to build these bridges between public and private grants, so we bring the accountability to the government as well, so we can do a lot, but you have to help us do. And we keep our individual donors close because we have this big network of individual donors that they are very important to us. So we're always doing some actions to acknowledge them and to thank them and to provide information of our impact and achievements. So thank you, and hopefully I showed you a little bit of us. Thank you.